Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Hawkeyes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Nittany Lions offense will have the football first. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
On the move, he fires. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Quick tempo here for the offense. They'll send the tight end in motion. On the option. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away. Trying to make magic with his feet. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Nittany Lions have this offense rolling.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. They'll move the tight end. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got it on the move. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. He'll ride his man on the option. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Motion from the back. Using his feet. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hawkeyes offense will get the ball for the first time. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare every game last week, Dave.
It was not a good performance, and this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better, and they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Unloads to the right. Soft spot in the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Looking to fire. The short hands, it's strong. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that throwaway.
They'll go to the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. The Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Hayes. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. And the Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the left. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking to throw on first down. On the move to the right, looking for a big one.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback gets the first down. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Penn State!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Florida is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping in Gainesville. They're trailing by 14 to Oklahoma. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back.
There he goes. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. They'll try the run. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. And the Hawkeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. The Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Setting up the screen. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Tight end now in motion. Making side adjustments here. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Rushes on him. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up.
Gashes the heart of the knee. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Iowa.
Quarterbacks abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one, David. To me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
He might want another play. Gonna swing it on second down. Finds his man. It's Hayes. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Caught close to the marker. It's Wormley. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Wants to throw on 1st down. He uncorks one deep. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, and gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And then third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch around the 50. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Use the play fake, now to throw. Steps away to find some room. He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end.
Turning it off! And into the end zone. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. He'll take it himself. Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Harbor. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Hawkeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. That's caught. It's Blunt. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll take it on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Opening play of the drive from the 39. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll pull it down. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
They'll run play action. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the grab. It's Gilliam. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
He wants to change this route. To the air on first down. Working that left side now. Trying to get it in. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
They'll go to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Wormley. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. I mean, they got nothing on the last snap. Let's see if they try to throw it in on 3rd and goal from the 1. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Fitted in the window for the score.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Penn State, 35, Iowa.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Got it in the middle. It's Blunt. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Wants to return it. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but is not able to get to the first down marker. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got it on the outside, it's Gilliam. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Looking downfield on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quickly complete. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Blunt. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
On third down, he drops to throw. With the catch, it's Blunt. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Hawkeyes will punt it away on fourth down. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Wants to throw on first down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
They're dealing with a second and long. Buys a little time with his feet. On the run, deep down the right side. And he dropped it. Oh, what a missed opportunity. Nobody around. Just had too much time to think about it. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Sends it downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. And It's fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's moving out of the pocket. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Here's the handoff. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Finds his tight end. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. A really nice job of executing there.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. That one's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be dead at the 35-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Gives it on the option. Running into the open space. There he goes. He'll work his way down to the 28.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Finding an escape route. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! Great job by the back on the option.
Way to make a split-second decision by that quarterback. He sees the defender commit. Boom. Pitch the ball. Not only pitch the ball, on target. So now the running back can catch it. He didn't have to reach behind him. He didn't have to reach in front of him. Caught it. He did the rest. Turned on the Jets. Got to the house.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. And the Hawkeyes are rolling down the field. They'll give it to the back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Unloads it left. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
The Hawkeyes will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Gilliam.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
The play-action fake. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. The run to the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They'll run it from the gun. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Now on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the 3rd period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Moving out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Might be changing the route. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it, past the sticks, and still on his feet. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a 1st down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield. It's Gilliam. Breaks into the open. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
They're working that left side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And they get him down.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
He was fighting and driving and pushing, but he is stopped short of the end zone on 4th and goal. He'll put it down at the 2. And the Hawkeyes backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Now facing 2nd and 10 from their own 1 and hoping to avoid a disaster. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's loose at the 15. Flying out to the left. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line. And guys, the defense's head might be spinning a little bit after giving up that huge gain on the 1st play. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. They'll run it from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Wormley. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly. Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Nittany Lions have moved it inside the 20. Might be calling a hot route. They'll throw it from the red zone. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now, and they may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside, probably some sort of zone coverage.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
21.
He'll bring it out. It's Spears. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Off the play fake on first down. Here comes the heat. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
On first down from their own 22. Wants to go up top on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Blunt. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and
turning it on. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
the running threat of the QB just, it gives you the +1. It's just such a headache. He can always pull it. He can give it. There's so many options, and this defense so far hasn't had a lot of answers in trying to stop this offense.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Got enough space. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Clinton. Bulldozes his way through. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Looking to throw on first down. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got another 25. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. I guess they're just trying to build up the stats. Wide open downfield. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. He played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the sealing touchdown. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good.